Hey y'all, how's it going? Professor Dockray here. I am going to show you how to complete the guided career research assignment that's due this week. Some of you have turned it in, so if you learned something new, feel free to resubmit. But it's a pretty simple assignment. It just contains a lot of different parts that can sometimes be confusing for students. So in your first section for number 1, you're going to list your top 5 signature themes, or sometimes we call them strengths, from week 4 when you did the Clifton Strengths assignment. As you move down to number 2, this is asking you a question that involves your textbook. If you purchase the online code, I think it still comes with an ebook version or like a PDF of the text of the book. So you're going to go to, it says chapter 2, it's really called section 2, and there is a section for each of the 30-something themes. So pick 2 of your themes, and when you go to the section of the book, it gives you kind of suggestions of how to explore your career based on your theme. So for example, if your strength was deliberative, if I go to the deliberative section of part 2 of the textbook, it says things like, find friends or classmates with strong command, self-assurance, or activator talents. While you carefully weigh the risks and rewards of each step you take, these partners will help you face tough choices more quickly with confidence. So it gives you kind of guidance with how to progress as a student based on what your strength is. So you're going to tell me what the signature theme, or like I said, I'll call it strength. They've kind of changed the names of them over the years. You're going to put your theme or strength in the top of the box here, and then you'll type out what the observation is from the text, and then you'll add why it's going to be helpful to you. So again, you'll do that twice. Now, the next section kind of changes gears here. So number 3 is asking you for your top 2 interests. So this is based on your interest inventory, which you completed to answer the Holland Party discussion board post last week. So what are your top 2 interests? And then number 4 asks you to review the descriptions and describe the kind of work environment that might be helpful to you with those interests. So basically, how does your career fit with those? So if your top interest was artistic, does your job kind of fit into that? Is there anything in your job about creating something? Number 5 is a question that trips up students every time. So when we ask for your 6 core work values, those are not your personal values like my family and my friends. These are related to the values assessment, which is in Atlas where you took the interest inventory. So if I go over there, I click on the assessment tab, you'll see it's the 4th one listed, the career values assessment. So this is going to give you what's important to you, what motivates you in your career. I'll show you an example of my results. So these are the kind of things that I value in a job. I really care about being able to be independent, and working conditions are important to me. Am I working hard, and am I being compensated for it? Am I comfortable in my environment? And you could see there's a few other kinds of results you'll get. So the value section is asking you to list those 6 values in the order that they ranked when you took the assessment. Number 6, a little bit of reflection. Think about everything that you just filled out, questions 1 to 5, and how does that align with your future career? Is it totally opposite and contradictory to what you want to go into? Or can you kind of see where it highlights some of your strengths to make it the right career for you? Once we get to number 7, we're setting up for the research portion. So this is where you want to indicate what career you want to pursue. I mentioned in an announcement earlier this week, if you're kind of waffling between two careers, put them both down. You're going to do two different parts of the research assignment, so you can research each career independently of each other if you'd like to. So in part one, you're going to do research using the library's databases. So you're going to go to Ferguson's Career Guidance Center and search for your career. If you've never gone to the library databases before, you're going to log into your Atlas account, and on the left side you should have a libraries box. You'll click Search the Library. It'll open the library catalog, and you'll click Databases A to Z in the red tabs at the top. From there, go to the letter F and click Ferguson's Career Guidance Center. Once that loads, you'll put your future job title in the search bar. So let's see, I'm a librarian. That's my future career, I hope. So you may get a lot of search results. Try to pick the one that fits you best. I'm an academic librarian. And you'll see you have your job profile. You have some quick facts down the right. This will help you answer some of the questions, like what the salary range is, the skills and personality traits and experience, what the minimum education might be. To answer number 10, you're going to talk about what the job's actually like. So when you go to your job profile, you'll see it starts out with a position description. It's pretty lengthy, so read that and kind of synthesize it into one paragraph of what you would actually do on a daily basis. Question number 11 asks you about unions or associations you could join in this career field. In your job profile, if you scroll to the bottom, you'll see there's a section called Unions and Associations. So pluck out some of the names of the organizations that are there and fill that in for number 13. Now, part 2 is a little different. You're going to research your career in a different database. So we're leaving the library and we're going online. You should be able just to click the link in the handout and it takes you to the Occupational Outlook Handbook. So up here in the top banner where it says search the handbook, again, you can put in your job title and find it in the search results. And it gives you a little bit different information sometimes, so that's why it's helpful to look. So you can see there are sections, just like Ferguson's, that show you what you would do, what's the day-to-day like, what's the pay. Up at the top, you can see it expands on it a little more. If perhaps you read the profile and you're like, I don't really know I want this career anymore, there's a tab for similar occupations. So you can see what's similar and, maybe it's got less educational requirements, maybe it's got a higher pay. So that can help you a little bit more. So all this will help you fill out part 2. There's some parts where you have to put things in your own words. I'm serious. I will know if you copy and paste it, so please don't do that. Once you've done your research through Ferguson's and the Occupational Outlook Handbook, and now you have to reflect on the whole activity and kind of summarize it. So 22 is asking you, is this still the career choice for you? Again, if you had 1 or 2 different careers going, or 2 or 3 different careers going into this, maybe let me know if you started to narrow it down a little bit or if one's pulling ahead of the other career. And then number 23 asks you, how are you going to use all this information to now achieve your career goal? So, for example, if you read that in order to be a librarian, you need to have some educational experience. You would then write in this paragraph, I'm going to try to take on some volunteer roles where I can get some of that experience. Maybe get a part-time job where I'm doing these kinds of job roles instead of, general customer service at the grocery store. So that is what you need to finish this assignment. I hope it was helpful. I hope it gives you a little bit of extra guidance. Again, if you've already turned in the assignment, feel free to do some edits. Just let me know in the comment box, not to grade it because you're going to resubmit it. Okay? Have a wonderful day. Good luck.